Part 3. I'm in the shop now. So you can see I got it on the lift, got the wheels off to bring the front end a little bit lower to the ground and make it easier to work on. Again, 2015 F150 3.5 EcoBoost. And what we had happen, someone left the engine oil dipstick out. The engine lost all its oil. And I believe that is what caused, as you can see, I have the passenger side exhaust camshaft phaser out. I got the main timing chain off sitting there. I marked everything so I can make sure it all goes back the way it was before. Got all my marks there on the chains, so that way we get the correct timing. But the lack of oil caused this phaser here to break. Here's what the old one looks like. So you can see that's broken down in there. There's a big chunk of it that just broke off. I'm gonna get the other piece here and I'll show you. Here are the pieces that came out of the phaser. There's a spring and this part here. And this was the one that was originally supposed to go right here. And when it ran out of oil, I'm guessing we got some metal on metal inside the phaser and it just broke it. So that's the old phaser here that I'm going to be replacing. I'll show you the new one. So here is the old one and the new one side by side. And you can see where the failure occurred. Like I said, I still believe this is due to lack of engine oil. I could be wrong, and maybe this caused the dipstick to blow out, I don't know. But what makes sense to me is somebody didn't seat the dipstick tube fully, blew all the oil out, and then this phaser started getting metal on metal here and eventually broke the outer ring there. But that's what broke on it. So it wasn't too bad. All I got to do is relieve the tension on this chain here. There's a special tool that Ford has for this, but in this case here, I wrapped the tip of my pry bar with the cloth and I wedged it between the bracket here for the phasers. You don't want to, or the phaser valves, you don't want to go against the phaser valves because you break them, but if you go on this bracket here, it's stronger. And you can actually compress that tensioner right there. And that'll relieve the tension on the chain, and you can slip the phaser right out, slip the new one in. So I'm going to throw this new phaser on, put all the chains back together, make sure it's timed properly, and this thing should fire up and run just fine. Hopefully I'll have it back together in about another 4 hours here, would be my guess. One final check on the timing before I release the tensioner. Looks good. Everything looks good. Let's pull the little pick tool out of the tensioner. There we go. Perfect. Everything lined up perfectly. So far so good. Timing cover's on, valve covers are on. The high pressure fuel pump and the line is on. So moving right along here. And here is the almost completely finished project. Everything's back in place. The biggest pain, believe it or not, was all these intercooler lines. When you have all these 6 intercooler lines out, it's a real puzzle to figure out which one goes where, and so I used a lot of photos and diagrams to figure out which ones went where. And it should be good to go. Fill her up with the oil and start it. Well, I guess I better hook the battery up first, you think? Yeah, who needs that? clear codes.
Good God, man! We need power!
We have to coming very soon, hopefully. Alright. I'll clear these codes right quick.
You want to jack it up a little bit so you're not sitting on the frame?
Yeah, after I get it running, that way I can look at it under the hood. We have no check engine light, and Daniel is a heavy camper. He can finally go home now. A little oil, coolant residue.
Oil.
Oil. I don't see any leaks.
That's just, you can't help it having.
Oh, we get that all the time. You get that nice oily coolant smell.
Beautiful.
Hey, it means it's running. That's a good thing. Yeah. I like it. Sweet. Yeah.
Burn off the glue.
In a good way. Amazing how quiet they are. Oh, it's a beautiful sound when it's all timed right. That was my biggest concern.
Oh, it wouldn't start and ran.
Yeah.
Or it
Would have made a nice little noise. Bend up all those valves, yeah? Yeah, that looked good. Well, yeah, I mean, I figured I'd at least do that and make the installation a lot easier. No leaks. We is good. That's a fix. That wasn't too bad.